So what's going on with Wayfinder? Where's all those updates and teasers that we're so used to getting earlier in the game's launch? What is going on now since they split from DE? What is the news that everybody wants to know, especially since we're supposed to be getting like mythic hunts and a new character with a new area to explore all up in this first quarter? What is happening? Let's go ahead and jump into that information right now with this information we got from the Discord. Now, this was actually posted on March 5th. And it was like a series of like just various questions that were asked to Solid Age and Snarf in the Discord that Sorrow, who has always been doing a good job of putting this together in the Discord and the dev tracker, has put it all together for us to take a look at and see what's happening here. So in the Discord, it says that one, about the current state of things. It says, hey, everyone, I know that you're eager to get information on the latest updates for Wayfinder. I wanted to quickly provide some context as to why we haven't shared much recently. We are currently working through the transition of service from DE to Airship. DE is Digital Extremes. As you can imagine, this is a significant undertaking and it directly affects aspects such as release dates and content, your primary concerns, which we fully acknowledge. We are very keen to share information with our players, but at the moment we lack concrete details to provide. Sharing premature information could lead to further disappointment and raise questions that we, frankly, do not have the answers to just yet. The moment we have updates, we will share them here first. Thank you for your understanding and support. Solid Age. Now, this kicks off the whole thing where we have multiple questions coming in that we're going to go over, like what systems were DE involved with. And apparently DE is involved with our main accounts, which has all the information on it as far as like what we've done with the characters, what we unlocked, what we paid for, the login servers, customer servers, something like CS, and a few other things. So DE is responsible for like a lot of the major back-end stuff of Wayfinder, it looks like. So that transition period is making sure that everybody's data is going to be taken care of properly and not get lost when they do all of this other things, especially when they handle with the account data because people have paid money for some of the items. So a few other things also include some stuff like the framework used for the in-game shop, the Play Wayfinder website, Wayfinder Wednesdays for anyone who remembers them, some other bits and bobs as well. You know, if you guys want to hire me for Wayfinder Wednesdays when it comes back up, I will do that. This is all stuff we already knew though. Yeah, it is, but I also think checking in time to time is good to remind players where we're at. We don't like it as much as you do, but dim lawyers and stuff. And to be clear, I'm not crap talking them, Digital Extremes. Just stuff takes time the second lawyers are involved. So they got like a back and forth with like a little, I think attrition is the word I'm looking for, with the lawyers and DE and their lawyers and paperwork. You're waiting for the lawyers to send this paperwork over here, and this lawyer got to send this paperwork back to the other lawyer. Then they got to check it. Then the lawyer got to do another more legalized on the paper, then send that back. It gets pretty ridiculous, I'm assuming. So what about updates? Trust me, it sucks. We worked hard on Grindel's trailer and I'd love to show it to the world and put him out and share tons of other stuff happening, but sadly we just have to wait. And I saw someone mention the layoffs before too. No, that is not affecting us at all. The content for Grindel and what we plan to release around him is done and has been done. I've been telling you guys to not worry about this, is what Sorrow has said as edit. So are we waiting for content because of lawyer stuff? Slightly reductive. We are waiting for the transition from DE to us to be complete so we can forge ahead. And so I don't know if that was really reductive because you just said that you're kind of waiting for lawyers to kind of go back and forth and lawyers kind of take a while to get all that paperwork going. They didn't say that part. I said that part, but that's what they're waiting for. Things take longer when lawyers get involved. So what you're doing is just kind of just waiting for the legalese to happen. So there's no ETA. It's long overdue, but we wait. Solid said earlier that the content is ready. Yes, and to be clear, this isn't content at 110% polish. It's early access, and we have been polishing and playtesting and working on content. But the minute we put it in the real world, in your hands, well, you know. And I guess they did the DiCaprio laugh, me with a little cup. And so, or the big laugh. He has a couple laugh. But what I want to say about this is players will always break stuff more than, I guess, quality assurance. No matter how many different ways people jump into walls and stuff like that. You know, the bunny hop and all that good stuff is something that they may not have seen until more people got hold of it and started testing out different things that they didn't even think about testing. So this is just like one of those things where you know it's not going to be 110%. Nothing is at 110% polish. More details on why we have to wait for new content. Yeah, I can shed light onto this. Something like the Grindel trailer is a good example of a big asset used at a big time for a big market push. You want to align these to when you want people talking about your game. If I showed this now and said, this is badass, people might agree, but then what? They go, how do I play? Well, you can, but not him, but soon, but not sure on the date just yet. Sorry, but make sure to follow our socials for more info sometimes. It's a bad message and player experience. Without a solid understanding of digital extremes and our timelines, due to it still being finalized between the two parties, it makes it next to impossible to talk about the game and the content and the future in a meaningful way to be interesting to you guys and to potential new players, which it obviously needs. So this is factual. Even if you say, check out this trailer, like even now we're all waiting and excited for Grindel because he looks pretty cool in that little teaser we got. We want to see the main trailer and want to see more about him, get our hands on him. They're not really ready to release them yet, and we'll just be waiting even more like we are now, which is unfortunate because they did put that out for the Q1, that roadmap that they had, that they would still be able to put that stuff out. And Q1 isn't done yet, so they still pretty much have the rest of this month to be in Q1 for any new updates to happen. But if all updates are on hold for the lawyerese, the legalese, that's pretty unfortunate. So I don't know anyone who likes red tape, but it's a reality. I did not share this to spread ire or hate or to direct you to anyone to be angry about. That's not what this is about. It's just me being transparent. So somebody says we're tired of the silence. Now I know that you guys want us to talk about the future, and we'll be able to do that soon. I'm here to assure you that we do have a future. Yes, this entire transition has been changes and learnings, and to be frank, there will be more. The nature of the game. Will the red tape remain as we move forward? No, once the transition is done, it's done. And as a general reminder, people have a right to be a naysayer. I totally get it. This isn't an echo chamber and not asking it to be. We're all players too, so we get it and what's like to be disappointed or waiting, etc. And then the Void Dungeon was the one for right before the Christmas one where we get to run in and we got that chalice for our houses. Apparently that's going to be something that's be more permanent. We plan on incorporating it into the MSQ and a readily available feature, so it'll be in there. But as far as this goes, with all of the waiting and the information and stuff like that, it's kind of unfortunate. We do want to see more information and more news, even though it's early access now and it's not a full launch. You know, we'll see a lot of players start coming back when it's free to play and it's on more platforms, like they did with other games. Like we see games like Last Epoch popping off and all that good stuff as they had updates come off in the future, and as they jumped off into the full launch from early access with them in a more complete state. Yeah, there we go. We're going to be waiting for content, waiting for the information and news for what's next on the docket, waiting for everything to change over. I wonder if we'll have to make new accounts or if the accounts will just transform over from DE into Airship Syndicate, like a smooth transition over that way, or if we'll have to actually physically go in, re-register our names and all that good stuff. We'll have to find out. So until then, I'll keep you guys informed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video to get it out there so more people can see it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching this one, and until next time.